Okay, we're live. Okay, I am live. Hey everybody, welcome back to. Let me go and turn this down real quick. It's a bit louder. Right here. Okay, cool. Can y'all hear me? Make sure I can hear me. Okay, never mind. So y'all can't even hear the music, so forget the music then. I actually gotta solve that. So yeah, for everybody who's here today, I'm essentially going over how to. Well, today I'm just gonna go over like something I've been meaning to do for weeks. And by weeks I mean like months, and by months I mean I just literally having a chance to sit down and do this. A lot of people a lot of people in our like neighborhood of Twitter have talked about assets and how anything can really be appreciate an asset if you happen to pick the right ones. I've always been a big comic fan. Some of you who follow me on Twitter have seen that. And realistically, it's because I'm a comic fan is why I actually I'm on the wrong account. I just realized that. I think the other account. I'm not even sure if y'all are asking me in here. 1 second here. There we go. But yeah, so essentially a little while ago, I bought this. Actually, let me go and tweet this out. Yeah, let me see. There we go. Just trying to get more people in here if I can. But yeah, I'm waiting till a few people. I'm waiting till a few people get in here, just like everybody's watching the recording and the playback, and just gonna wait a little bit, see how things are going, and from there we'll get started. This could be a longer stream because I literally don't know how long it's gonna take. So we could be here, excuse me, for quite a bit of time. Mistake was like whether or not we actually know it or not. So I am on this page down here, and I've already kind of gone through my Uncanny X-Men, which is our favorite of all of our sets so far, I should say. 1 second here. Let's go ahead and see here. Okay, but yeah, if you're here, we are going to go over my comic collection. I want to see if I can. iPad just said, nope, you're not working today. Alright, iPad. So you can stay off screen and not work then. Let's see what we can do over here. So yeah, realistically what I'm doing here is I'm going over just all of my comic collections. Like in here I have probably like 300 comic books. These are all from like I'd say like silver end of copper, silver age, all the way up to the golden age, and I think I stopped there. I don't have very many new comic books. I just rather read them off of the internet. But these are vintage comic books that I like scoured like Goodwills and the like to get to. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. It should be it should work pretty well. Let's see here. Okay. I'm really still just checking to make sure that we actually have people in here, so I can not just be talking to myself all the time. That'd be rather unfortunate. So if you're in here, say hello. If you have any questions about comic books or web, go ahead and ask them. But in about like 2 or 3 minutes here, I am probably just getting started on categorizing them, and hopefully people just hop in as they come along. If they don't, that's fine. things happen. Give me 1 second in here. I'm over here trying to pull up a nice chat for y'all so I can read as long as I'm as well here. There we go. There's my profile. Hey, and if you like comic books or you want to share with your friends, please feel free to. While I go ahead and will it work? Yes. Hey, we're in. Okay. So now I can actually keep track of the comments, and commenting is off. Oh, right. For me, at least. Okay. So yeah, let's get started. So I'm gonna move this mic out of the way for a second because I have to move this to the side, and then we're gonna get started. And actually starting with. Right now, I think we were on X-Men, and we had started on Avengers, and we got to do some Fantastic Four. Again, you can see these are from 1996. Some of these are late 80s, early 90s. That's where the X-Men kind of peaked. With Cliff Claremont and Stan Lee. They wrote a lot of the Phoenix Saga. A lot of really cool things came out of that saga, like the Phoenix Force, which if you read comics now, you know how like prevalent the Phoenix Force is in Marvel Comics. It's insane to think like majority of what Marvel Comics actually is today was actually founded, or like this, like in some of these comics that I have in this box is where Marvel as a whole was actually like put together. And I realize now that I may have. Okay, let's see. Okay, I will fix this shortly. Apparently, it does look better in white text. On my TV, it looks better in black text, but on oh no, I lost the mouse again. Oh, there it is. Oh, the thing about having like 4 or 5 screens, that you will definitely lose the mouse at some point. And I'm gonna take a while to change the color of this back to white. All right. So I'm gonna move this out the way. It is mad heavy. I want y'all to know that. This thing is not heavy. It's not light at all. I'm gonna turn it this way. Hopefully I didn't just destroy my microphone. We're good. Okay, I can still see some. I see still audio coming in. This, I believe, these are my Marvel Knights series. So this is this is the Punisher. I got this from my cousin, who, when I was growing up, he was a big Punisher fan. He collected the entire run. I think I have duplicates, so actually I have 2 of 2. I have one in plastic, one that I actually read. Let's turn this around so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So I will do the Punisher series last because I know they're not worth that much right now. I mean, even with the Marvel Netflix series, they're still not the best. So I'm gonna put these to the side for now. And I'm gonna try and find some Gilded Age or at least some obscure comic books. As you can see, I have more Punisher, finally the Punisher. Right, got this way. Got Punisher, Son of the Punisher. Got that one. I gotta say I have multiple, a few of them, because I think when he bought them, I have like 4 number 6s, and I have a Portion Noir, which is a really good like one-off series that I think people should read into. And it's fix the cat. So let's see here. So this is Ultimate X-Men, X-Men Limited. These are like mid-2000s comic books, and based on, like you see, this one has Scott Summers. This one has the Jean Grey's the Phoenix being surrounded by what I believe are some scrolls. And this is Scott Summers, and I think that is Emma Frost in the background, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say that's Emma Frost in the background. So this is when Scott like did some wild shit when he was not with her when she was transitioning to the Phoenix. A lot of different stories there. Ooh, here comes my favorite. You can see I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I'm gonna go ahead and leave Spider-Man right here. Okay, let's put him here. But yeah, and I got Luffy too, who I will also put on this side. You know, he's more of a standing. It's more of a standing one, so it's kind of impossible to see how it's actually supposed to look. At least with pop figures, you kind of see it. But I'll leave that over there for now. I'm gonna move the mouse out the way here. All right, maybe not out the way, but like I lost the mouse again. There we go. Found the mouse again. So we're gonna start here. I mean, I guess we can just start with what we have right now. We have Amazing Spider-Man, which I think if we, I gotta figure out how best to. If I keep losing this mouse, y'all, I know. I'm sorry, y'all. This mouse. There it is. Okay. Okay, we'll leave the mouse where it is for now. Put it over here, and we'll start with. And later I'm just gonna copy and paste these to get the prices. But right now we're just typing in. So the Amazing Spider-Man. So this is Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion. Where is it at? Invasion. The Amazing Spider-Man. It's funny because y'all can see me type and y'all can see how many mistakes I'm actually making, but that's okay. Amazing Spider-Man issue. This is actually one of 3. So this is actually a short run, and it looks like the Green Goblin somehow got his hands on a spider suit and or a Venom suit. Yes, it is a Venom suit. That is a symbiote, as you can see right here. That is actually a symbiote. So this is Green Goblin, Venom. Hey, if you're in here, go ahead and ask some questions. You know, I'm just gonna go in through and categorizing my comic series here. So this is Spider-Man. It's a Marvel one. So yeah. So for people who like, how do you? This is literally manual work, and this is issue 1. And I am not gonna like the rest of the stuff here is like too much, so I'm gonna just skip that and just keep categorizing the actual names. So let's see. We categorized this. I need to get a pile to categorize. I have 2 boxes in here, but I can't. It's too heavy to take the middle one out, so I'm just gonna create another pile somewhere over here. So that's that. Now we've got ooh, and there's actually a Golden Age right below this. This is Black Panther Civil War. This is actually, like, if you've seen the Civil War movie series, like the Marvel FCU one, it was actually based off of this comic series that came out in like I want to say like 2000, like, actually, what am I doing? I'm just reading and see here. I know it was like late 2000s, early 2010s, worst case. So let's see here. The PSP was out, so at least 2005. 6. This came out 2006. And so I'm gonna go ahead and type it in. And it's black. I mean, I might as well play some music in the background, right? Let's do that real quick. Do something, because I need something to put in the background. Let's see here. I'm going to try and find, I'm literally going to look up royalty-free jazz. Royalty-free jazz. For streaming. Oh, look at that. People on Spotify know how to get those clicks, because I am about to use this guy as royalty-free. And you won't get, it says it's jazzy, it's chill, it's great music, and you won't get a DMCA takedown. So let's go ahead and play some Kevin MacLeod was a really cool. Oh wow, this is literally all of him. Well, shout out to Kevin MacLeod for the royalty-free music we're about to listen to. Oop. Let's go ahead and play it on the speaker that is right out of frame right here. Which Echo Flex is this? Is this one? It is. All right, so yeah, while we're relaxing and taking our time to put together this list of content, let's listen to the good stylings of Mr. Mac. What was his name again? Kevin MacLeod. And I can definitely tell you the music is at least somewhat loud. So this is the Black Panther event, Civil War event one. So this is Civil War. Let's see. So it's Civil War. know, maybe I should stop, but I mean, here we go. Alright, Civil War, Black Panther, Marvel comic. I mean, the vibe reader. I don't know what it was. Alright, that's good. I hope it's not super duper loud. We should just find out. I have no. Sorry, I just turned on my iPad so you can hear me. I don't know if you can actually hear it or not, but maybe that's fine. So yeah, Black Panther. We have now. Excuse me. Yeah, we have now categorized Black Panther. Next issue is a blank one. This is supposed to be we're gonna see it later. Here's a really cool one. This is Doctor Strange, Infinity War Saga crossover. This is the comic book where Galactus and Doctor Strange meet for the first time. And what's really cool with this comic specifically is the fact that this is really the basis of the entire MCU as a whole right now. Like most people don't even really understand. Like Marvel is going to take the everyone who's tapped in, I guess, will know that Doctor Strange is like the foothold and the anchor for the rest of the MCU going forward. And this is why, because Doctor Strange was originally created as a kind of glue between the Marvel worlds. He's the Sorcerer Supreme, so he's supposed to be able to traverse through the different Marvel landscapes. And his stories are really good. I'm gonna go ahead and categorize it as well. But yeah, Doctor Strange, man, it's really great. This is the Sorcerer Supreme Saga, and I haven't even opened this because I really want to keep this comic in as good as possibly can. But it's really good, like really nice. The leaves silver. You can see it's 1992 off right there, so it's like really good stuff right there. Doctor Strange. And I'm using gloves because these are our assets, and I don't want to get my fingers smudged all over them. So that's why we're doing this. But yeah, so Doctor Strange. Sorcerer. Don't make my spelling out. Come on. I mean, even though I got it right in front of me, I'm reading it upside down. So yeah, give me some level of leeway. I swear, if that's how you spell sorcerer, I don't really care right now. We can always make it better. Copy, paste. Alright, next issue is Death of Spiderman. This is a good one. This is one that is actually tied into Civil War. And you can see I actually have a Civil War Spider-Woman. Spider-Woman. And I don't know which one came first, but I'm pretty sure this came before this. And so Spider-Man dies, Spider-Man comes back, there's a lot of things happen. This is some real sad stuff right here. This is the Ultimate Universe, by the way. This is Marvel Ultimate. This is the really dope well, it's kind of like, it was like Civil War in the Ultimate Universe, and obviously, I don't want to ruin it, but you can see it's pretty obvious. So we're going to go ahead and categorize these two. That's the Spider-Man. Spider-Man. And this is Avengers versus New Ultimates. And like the Ultimates versus Avengers story is like it's chef's kiss. Like really well done. Like Miles Morales came at the already this is actually why we have Miles Morales, is this issue. Spider-Man had to die for them to actually bring in Miles Morales. And Miles Morales, if you saw my last stream, Miles Morales and Peter Parker have some crossover in terms of their time being Spider-Man. Again, I will say this here as a controversial thing. Peter Parker is not the best Spider-Man. It is clearly Dr. Octopus. And for those who know, those who don't know, go look it up. Dr. Octopus is the best Spider-Man. I will argue that. I will sit there and like I'll get on the footy and like argue that down because it's so true. Like he really sat there and took all of Spider-Man's like worries and woes and like automated it within like a day, and like didn't even want to like didn't even need to leave his house anymore until like he actually had a crime going on. So it's like Spider-Man is swinging around the city. A lot of a lot of really cool things there. I wonder if let's see what's going on. I like you taking breaks, but it's only because it's gonna take a while, and I don't actually know what I have zero clue what time we're at right now because on the monitor I'm using to monitor this, like that's like the TV I'm using to monitor it. Like I have the time I'm using is just cut off, so I'm gonna keep going until I get tired and not going anymore. Let's see here. Okay, sorry about that. Looking at my messages and stuff like that, make sure it was good. Earth's Mightiest Heroes is next on the list. So we've done Death of Spider-Man. I'm gonna put that one in that empty case we had earlier. It just would make more sense now. Whenever you want to protect this issue, it's a pretty good issue. Not very rare. It's just a good issue to read. It's a very somber message and like tale when it comes to, you know, what's in these comic books. It's serious. Like also, like I said on Timeline, it's an amazing time to be a comic book fan. Like it's very rare that we get to live in a time where, you know, you can just kind of everyone. Right now, we're in the peak of most comics like value, which means if you've held it for so long, this is like the best time to sell. More movies are coming out every day, and like only getting better, only getting better. Yeah, it's a great time to be a comic fan, and don't feel overwhelmed if you don't know about comics. Just start somewhere, pick one comic book series you like, and just go there. Trust me, before you know it, you'll expand into the entire universe. This is just by the sheer nature of how comics work. Definitely don't be afraid to start. Hop in, you know, do what you gotta do. It's a whole thing, man. It's like and hey, you know, there's a whole like comics. If you're black and you want to have like people that you kind of, you know, you what's the word I'm looking for here? What's the word I'm looking for here? You associate with, you look up to, like people you have a similar thing in journey with. Go watch Comic Explain. He's a black YouTube YouTuber that just knows so much, and I mean like so much of the Marvel, DC landscape, even the Spawn universe, which is an insanely convoluted on top of all of the universes. He knows all of that. Great guy. Also, if you don't have the money to buy comics, he does really amazing covers of all like different issues and volumes, and it's just like it's really well done. If you like anime and stuff, it's funny I see other people read anime, but it's because the stories there are a little more on the inspirational side. Comic books have been inspiration for so long; they're now just trying to get out of here. Issue number 23. Doctor Strange was what issue as well? 42. Black Panther was 23. Really? Wait. Oh, I see. This that was Black Panther 23, and this is Civil War 23. Death of Spider-Man, I think, was issue 6. Also Marvel. Yeah, this guy Jason's got some good music. I like it. Okay, Google Sheets is just not letting me be great right now. There we go. So we've done the Avengers, and this is 2006. That the Doctor Strange was 1992. What I'm pulling out right now is probably early 2000s, like right on the edge of the 2000s. Might even go as far back as 99. But this is Avenger. This is Earth's Mightiest Heroes Avengers, and I never really told the story of how I got these comic books. I guess I will in a second here. Once we categorize these, so I'll tell you how I got these comic books. But yeah, this first one we're doing is Earth's Earth's Mightiest Heroes. And you'd be surprised, these connotations before the name actually denotate different issues or different like runs of the same comic book. So don't worry about like not understanding where this is. Like even I'm not really sure where all these like the timeline of all these are. But just start somewhere. Like a lot of like you've already seen a lot of Marvel movies, so you know to a point what actually happens in these stories. But now you get to see what the original writer and creator intended for them to be like. So yeah, definitely go look into the Avengers. It's a pretty good one. I have the entire Avengers line on my iPad, which is literally right here. Great story. I love the Civil War because of the fact that Iron Spider. Like I really loved the Iron Spider suit, and that was Ultimate Universe Spider-Man, and they kind of mixed it around and whatnot. But the Ultimate Universe is supposed to be the closest Marvel comic universe to our universe. And y'all know the funny thing about that is they just destroyed that universe. They were like, nah, we good. Destroy the whole thing. Dr. Doom was like, nah, fuck him. Like, I'm not even joking. Dr. Doom was like, nah, fuck him. We don't need him. And it was created his whole new world. And Battle World became a thing. And then Secret Wars. As you see, funny enough, Secret Invasion led into Secret Wars because it was a whole... Secret Invasion caused all of the people who ran S.H.I.E.L.D. and the user government to not trust Tony Stark because he didn't know they were Skrulls. And so because of that, Norman Osborn became president, started SWORD, and then while doing all of that, like, it's just there's so much. I don't want to get into it. There's a lot that goes on in comic books. And, like, it's just, like, you may not be able to, visualize it, but like, the story and, like, what's involved with it is just next level. So, yeah, I mean, if I have to be the one to get people to get back in comic books, I will. But I think you guys would love it. I'm going to move it back. Apparently. Alright. Why not? There's like no one in here. There's no one wrote my comics? That's cool. I like it a little bit. Let me text on, see if Colin's like ability to look like comics. Let's see here. Something just fell. I'm unaware of what it was. And I'll get back to it later. Let's see. Let's see here. Here we go. I'm gonna forward this. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a quick second here to forward this to someone. All right. Hopefully, I get people to talk to now with Quan. But yeah. So now Earth's Mightiest Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, also Marvel. I'm just gonna go ahead and scroll this down for what it's gonna be Marvel 4-8. And this is issue number 11. I think it might have been a bi-weekly issue or weekly because it's September to August. September was 4, so yeah. It's a. Oh man, shout out to Quan. That was dope. Hey, welcome everybody. If you're in here, thank you for joining. Today we're going over I recently bought a comic books from the Goodwill, and I have over 300 comic books in here right now. And we're just gonna go through and categorize as many as I can within like an hour or so. So yeah, if you have any questions about comic books, web, anything, let me know. But yeah, that's what we're working on today. So yeah, we got today. So we've already gone through I did this earlier, but we've gone through from Avengers Mightiest Heroes up here all the way down to here again. So we're going through. If you have any questions about comic books, let me know. I'm IsNowGlobal Chuck. I run IsNowGlobal, IsNowGlobal.com. We're web hosts and web concierges. I just today want to take a little break from web hosting to kind of dig into my comic collection. It's been too long. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything, let me know. I'd love to answer them as things go on. Make sure I actually can see y'all. But yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. Right now, we're going through. We just went through and did this comic book, and now we're going to do. So, 1 second here. So yeah, the funny thing about this comic book is this is actually the end. This is one of the. This is like kind of the middle part of the series. This is like the big actual war that kind of went on between the two warring factions in the Earth Mighty Heroes. So I'm gonna spend some. I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of like spare myself the typing and just copy this down and name it issue 7. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, if you have any questions about comics or anything, please let me know. I'm decently knowledgeable about comics, and I know a lot about the lore. So if you guys have anything going on, let me know. So next we're gonna go to Gold. This is like prime Golden Age Fantastic Four. This is like the good shit. Scott Williams, like Jim Lee, really good authors here. Like I'm pretty sure, I think, yeah, Brandon Troy wrote on some of these, and I think like the writers on the Fantastic Four series is actually very good. So we're gonna start with this one, which I believe is Fantastic Four Words Game. So this is the original run of Fantastic Four. This is what came out when they were like, this is the Fantastic Four, like, you know. So this is issue number 2 from December '96. It's not the original one, but it's one of the original re-releases. A lot of weird things in comics. So don't feel weird if by chance you like, things just don't make sense. So if you have any questions, again, feel free to ask. I will answer as many as I can. But right now we're just gonna like kind of talk about the comic book, categorize it, and just kind of tell you how it was. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So Fantastic Four. Come on, Google. There we go. I do not want to have to redo this. Did I already have Fantastic Four 2 on here? I had some Fantastic Four on here. I just need to know. I do. I have 2, 6, and 10 already in here. So I have 2, 6, 10. So yeah, I already have these already categorized at this point. So I can get rid of this. We're gonna ignore that. And I'm gonna go ahead and lock that so I don't move it again. There you go. Alright, and so let's see here. Alright, so that's Fantastic Four. We've done those two. So this is the entire run. It's Fantastic Four 2, 6, and 10. And the cool thing is you can actually tell the change in like Marvel as they went from like April to October. They took a little break in between, and they redid the entire thing. Like, you know, it's the same art style, same artist, but definitely different quality. And you can tell by like the ads and the front page having a double-sided ad. Look at that. Look at the Nickelodeon ad that's in here. That's how old this is. Like Nickelodeon Nickel Zone. I don't even remember that, by the way. I do remember Golden Crisp and like just like comics like that. So as you can see, like sometimes I love reading these because you can look inside and see like the ads. And if you were reading comics when these were actual ads, it's always amazing to kind of see like, oh wow, like that's what they were doing back then. But yeah, it's really cool to have these different Fantastic Four comics in here. So we're gonna put it on the side. We've already categorized that. The next set of comics are original Iron Man or Live Free or Die Iron Man, which is really still a good original comic series. This is where this is where Miss Marvel, Iron Man, and I believe that's not the Monitor. I forgot what villain that is. But as you see, yeah, if you see, I got these from the Goodwill. I did not pay $8.99 for these books, by the way. I was lucky, and so I guess I'll tell you guys how I got these comics. I've been collecting comics for about 10 years or so now, 15 years probably, since I was able to like read them. And I have like probably like 30 or 40 of these I had on my own, just like collector, went to the store and picked them up. And then I went to Goodwill about a year ago. By the way, go check the Goodwill. Great place to find like amazing vintage things. And they had a box just like this, not in like this I put it in this like felt thing to keep it more protected, but it was in like a little nice little like crate. And the guy was like, each one is like $10. I was like, I will do. I looked through and saw already that even if I paid like $200, I would make my money back on the first 2 issues that I already found. As you can see now, like, I'm not telling you why in a second, but I ended up buying this entire box of comic books for about $80. So $80 for the entire set. And by doing that, right, I was able to get all these comic books for all whatever value they are at for $80. And you can see right now, just off of one second here. Where is this mouse? Every time I want to find a mouse, there it is. As you can see, the value of some of these are $80 on their own. Like just one comic book, the Uncanny X-Men 287 was already what I already covered the entire box of comic books. And that's just one comic out of 300 comics I bought. And there's even rare comics in here. There's some Spawn, there's some DC, some Image comics, things like that. And I spent $80 and I made, let's see right now, how much have I actually made? That's like 80, I can't actually do math right now, it's too off screen. But I have actually made my money back and more in just the first 30 comic books out of 300. So this is typically a savings account at this point, and that's how I treat it, as a savings account. So we can do Iron Man. Oh, I already have Iron Man, Live, Free, or Die Hard. Yep, so I've already done this one. Good to know. So that Iron Man, actually, I already have up here. Somewhere up here. Yeah, Iron Man, Live, Free, or Die. I think the one behind it is Quicksilver. Oops, sorry, yeah. Yep, that's Quicksilver. So yeah, I've already done this one. So this is the Live, Kree, or Die series, which again plays into the whole Kree Secret Invasion thing. Now this is X Factor, really rare comic book series. This is where I knew I'd make money back. Between X Factor and Uncanny X-Men, like look at that. Like Uncanny X-Men on its own is already a very good price per comic, and I'm not missing the major ones. I still have enough to like consider this to be a savings account. Like I put in $80 and I've already made. I can't even do the math on that. It's too small. I can't even see it. I can't do the math. I don't have a calculator and I can't see the bottom of that screen. But I made enough. I made enough to where I can be like, okay, this is actually worth me doing this. So again, this is a really great appreciating assets. And people are like, oh, comic books are just like nerds and stuff. Like, no. There's a real market for comic books. There's a real understated ability for you to make a decent amount of money on having comic books. So I've already done X Factor. As you see, it's 67. This is 67 and 68. So there's Factor X and then there's X Factor. So if you know the comic series, you know how they work. You know that there's the initial introduction series and whatnot, and it goes forward from there. Next, these are some Nightmare comic books. I actually don't know much about Nightmare, the actual comic book, but I do know that there's a market for it. I need to know if I actually put that in here or not. So I have put Nightmare in here, and I have put. So this is where I stopped last time I got started here. I did Nightmare issue 1, which is this one. So we've got Nightmare issue 1, Cage issue 5, and here's a really sick one that I love, and that is Warlock. This is the special edition Warlock with the holographic case. As you can see, one of my favorite, because Warlock is a really cool Marvel character. He's one of the Ultimates, or he's a part of the Ultimates storyline. He is like how Spiderman is a Earth's heroes. Warlock is the Marvel Universe hero as a whole. Really great first issue holographic. You know this is how rare it is. On the back, you can still buy the original What If comic book cards. With the Crutch and Munch, these things, they don't even sell these in stores anymore, realistically. So this is how rare this comic book is and how much I really like it. That's why I'm wearing gloves, so I don't mess it up. Thunderbolts is a good one. I don't know much about Thunderbolts. This is a Wizard line of comic books. I do think that, Hawkeye was in this one, as well as that Jubilee. I think that's Jubilee, Hawkeye. I'm forgetting the rest of these. I think that's Psylocke. So Psylocke, Hawkeye. I think that's supposed to, no. There's a lot. There's too many in there. Too many to go through. But yeah, that's that right there. And so we've already done these. I think we did Nightmare. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do the rest of these. So Nightmare's gone. I'm gonna put this here. Luke Cage. I know you guys have seen Luke Cage. This is he's called Power Man technically, but this is his comic line from the Netflix series. So I actually have, I think I have a few of this line. They're all scattered in here. I haven't done it, but I know I have a few Luke Cage comic books. I'm not sure what the value is on them, but I will categorize it obviously, so we can check it out later. Because eventually I'll have a couple hundred of these categorized, and then we'll know like how much they're worth, how much they do, this, that, and third. You know, if they're good, they're bad, if they're yeah. If you're here, man, thank you. Let me give you a round of applause. You've been here this whole time. Thank you for listening to my ramblings about comic book worlds that, you know, may or may not have anything about it. So this is Cage 5, and then I've got Warlock 1, the Chronicler, which is again Warlock Chronicler. This is again really. I'm gonna open this up real quick and show you what's inside. Look at this. Look at the level of detail in these drawings and this. Like, look at that. Look at the level of detail. Like, oh, that was Wasp that I was looking at, not Psylocke. Sorry. Hey, that is actually Adam Warlock. What's wrong with? Wait, hold on. Actually, what's with Adam Warlock? What's going on here? We'll get to that. Yeah, this is Adam Warlock. Like, what happened to this man? He just out here laid out on the ground, chilling. Come on, man. Adam Warlock is just. You are supposed to be like stronger than Thanos, which I mean, in the Marvel scene, like, you know, they make him that strong. But yeah, Adam, what's it called? Like, Adam Warlock is one of the strongest Marvel heroes, and sometimes villain. If you want to look into that, he's also part villain. A lot of great stuff coming out of Marvel back in the golden age, man, with Chris Claremont and then Stan and Jack Kirby and all of them, man. Realistically, yeah, Jack Kirby and Chris Claremont are the real people behind comic books. Stan Lee is a really good marketer. My mistake. I'm sorry. That's bad. Stan Lee is a hero in his own sense. He does a lot. He did a lot for comic books. Did a lot of dumb stuff comic books too, you know. And that's not a crazy like. Oh, sorry. There we go. Sometimes the mouse just gets stuck for some reason, and I have to like move it around somewhere. There we go. So it's Warlock 1. And then let's go to 42. Alright, so then we have for next we got Thunderbolts, which again we just found out is actually a continuation upon the Warlock, because as you can see in here, there is Adam Warlock, and there's Wasp, and then there's Wasp on this screen. There's crossovers here and there. But Thunderbolts. I need to look into more of this. I was like, why does Hawkeye have his own team? I mean, he's not the best hero. Like, with or without anything that he does, he's not the best hero. But he got his own comic book series, you know. So I think that's the best thing about some of these comics is some of them worked, some of them didn't. Some of them are really rare because they worked, and some of them are really rare because they did not work. I have no clue where this lands. Thunderbolts issue 0. And then I have Thunderbolts issue 1 as well. Which again, I have no clue. Where's Hawkeye on this one? That's so weird. I don't even see Hawkeye in that one. Did he just like do Hawkeye thing and just die halfway through his own issue? Could happen. Could definitely happen. So yeah, now that we've categorized. Well, that's something. I scroll down all the way to the bottom for some reason. So I am gonna. I don't have page up on here. That's why I didn't just automatically page up. Very sad there. Man, this is not what I was hoping to do. There we go. It would be easier, but I don't have access to the full screen right now. So that happens. So let's put these back and then move on to the next issues. Alright, next set of comic books is Clandestine. So I forgot what this one is. I learned a little bit about this, but I forgot this is more of like the gods and like the weird offshoots. I actually don't know. Let's look at this a little bit. I have actually looked into the clandestine myself actually. I completely forgot what the clandestine is. Oh, it's actually a double issue, believe it or not. So this is one of the cool double-sided what's it called, intros. I think they might have all, nope, I thought they all had him, but no, it's just this first one, or second one, I guess, that had it. So let's see here. Oh, too far ahead. I gotta move this way. I can show you what's going on here. So yeah, this is a really cool issue. I don't know much about Clandestine. I really don't. The Clandestine, like, it's a really weird name too. It's about like, I think they're Inhumans. I want to say they're Inhumans, but completely forgot about what their story is. The Clan. Oh no. The Clan. Oh wait, do I already have them in here? I do. 2, 3, and okay, so I can get rid of this. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of this now. We've already seen the clandestine, and I just happened to bend it. This is why you wear gloves. Even with trying your hardest to keep these in good condition, sometimes they just don't go on stay in good condition. What's next? Excalibur, a good, great issue about Cable. Great issue about Cable. Alright, so X. We have an Excalibur. Excalibur. And this issue. So this is a really cool issue. This is a really cool series. This is the holographic one too. But this is a really cool series because while it might deal with a lot more of the villains in the X-Men series. You can see that that's Cable, who was a hero and turned into a hero because he's Scott's son. But here's Sabretooth and yeah, here's Sabretooth, Night. Well, this is a very hilarious issue. If y'all know about this issue, this is a totally hilarious cover because the ongoing theory, right, in Marvel Comics is that Mystique is the mother of Nightwing and the dad is Sabretooth. I forgot what the whole thing was. This is a funny issue because I will actually read this later. I haven't read this one yet, but I need to read it later because this is a hilarious thing because it does actually come to light that Mystique is his mom and that they don't know his dad, but they're pretty sure it's Sabretooth. So I love this cover. I love this cover now. Oh man, I love that cover. Cause like it like just plays into like the whole like lore behind the scenes and like oh man, oh this is Excalibur. Oh man, there's so many different like there's so many different versions of the same comic series like Excalibur, Excalibur, like X Factor, Factor X. It just kind of keeps going in that same sense. Never ever to stop. But this is the fourth issue. This is the fourth issue of Excalibur. Excalibur. Weird name. Excalibur. And it's 4. So yeah, there we go. And then we got X-Man, which is another good one. Again, as you see, Sabretooth. Who's that? Is that Vulture? No, who was that? Oh, that's Toad. This gotta be Toad. Like, I'm not. No, that's gotta be Toad. That's definitely Cable with the eye. That's definitely Toad. I don't know who else everybody else is, but I know that's Toad. I know that's Cable. So X-Men is a great one too. So X-Men issue number 2. So, whoop. X-Men issue number 2. X-Men issue number 4. I should have got my seat cushion. Well, that's that. Excalibur, Excalibur, X-Men. That's that one done. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, if you're still here, say hello. I mean, I'd like to say hi, make sure you're here and whatnot. But let's see here. We've got, oh, now we're into like the weird offshoots. Sabretooth. Great comic. Anybody who's dealt with the Wolverine line of comic books, the whole, like I just mentioned, the Mystique and the Mystique and Nightcrawler, really great series. But yeah, Sabretooth got some good series in here. Weapon X, ooh, Weapon X. Here's the coolest part of the Sabretooth. This is a special edition one where the comic book has the hole through it, so like it opens up to show you him through a tooth. It's pretty sweet. I like that a lot. I like that cover. Really great cover. And then Weapon X obviously has to deal with Wolverine fighting. Oh, this is when Wolverine loses his hand. Wait, this is like Future Imperfect, right? Yes, this is Age of Apocalypse. Future Imperfect. Really great. Oh man, let me tell you about the Future Imperfect series. While yes, technically canon, while canon it may not exist anymore, it exists out there in some sense of the Marvel universe. Like how, like, you know, if you chop a tree in the wood, you know, you don't see it, it's still there. This is that tree in the wood. Great Future Imperfect series. Sabretooth, Weapon X. Let me go ahead and categorize that too. So I think that's Sabretooth 1. It is Sabretooth 1. A lot of really good, like the guy who bought this was actually was not the most big Golden Age, he's more of like the current age. Like he's like 2000s, like 90s to 2000s, which are still good comic books, but I mean, I don't expect us to go like over a couple thousand here maybe in terms of value, but I'm just hoping that we end up right around like the 6 to 8K. I just realized there are people on Twitch and everything else. I need to get back onto Twitch and everything else. I forgot people are on there. If you're on Twitch, I'm sorry, I was only looking at Twitter today. So let me get back to Twitch real quick. Or at least YouTube, at least for sure. Let me see here. I can go find myself live. Okay, well, let's see. Sorry I took a second to stop. I just want to check and see if we were good on the other places. But yeah, Weapon X, and X-Men Chronicles, which is another good one. Chronicles, Weapon X, Age of Apocalypse. So this is after this is when it starts. This is after not. This is me not getting the, no. I'm not saying anything crazy, but a lot of people had died by the time this came out. Look at Apocalypse. Just looking like he's holding Magneto's helmet and being like, yeah, man, gotcha. Like, that's pretty funny. Great comic book series, by the way. Read that one too. Just like, I mean, pick any comic book, pick any character. Just any character, just dive as deep as you can down their story hole. And like, you don't have to buy the comic book. I'm not gonna tell you where you can find it. I'm gonna just say that it's not super hard to go find comic books online. You know, I buy my comic books. It's you know, if you can't necessarily get your hands on them, you can go onto Google, type in the name of the person you want to read, and the word free. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but could. But please go support your mom and pop comic book shops. Do not buy off Amazon. Don't buy off the internet if you can, and be safe while you're doing it. Be COVID compliant. If there's anything, go ahead and call your local mom and pop comic book shop and say, hey, I need any comics you got on this guy. I'm coming in on this day, and like I'll be paying with like Square or something. Can I like meet up? Like there's ways. Like, these are mom and pop. These are not like huge stores. So you can figure out ways to help them without having to put yourself in any danger. Because again, it's just books. They can literally just like put them in your trunk, close your trunk, you out. So, but I want more people to get into comic books because it's a great field. Like, I mean, maybe you didn't grow up with it or anything, but like if you're watching Marvel now, there's no reason not to go back and actually watch or listen to or read the books because like you think the Marvel movies are great, but these stories are freaking amazing. Like I wish like they could just translate the comic book to screen, but I know they can't do that. So that's why we have what we have. Great series. So X-Men, Weapon X, Sabretooth. X-Men Chronicles, let me put it there. X-Men Chronicles. What else? What else? Okay. Yeah, I'm still not on YouTube if you're on YouTube, by the way. I'm right now on my desk and there's no monitor here. I have the TV that shows me shows me myself. That's about it. Alright, we have the Amazing X-Men in here. Another Age of Apocalypse line. Unfortunately, this is also at 13 here. So, oh, this came before the one above it. Here's Magneto about to fall, and then here's Magneto having already fallen. But it's funny that he put a good beating on Apocalypse before he got started. Marvel Knights. This series is, oh man, Marvel Knights. Woo! Marvel put their foot in it when they started with this. I won't tell you what happens to Daredevil, but by the end of this series, this guy is fucking OP. Makes no sense in my line, but he can I'm not even gonna ruin it, but yeah, Marvel Knights series. These between Black Panther, Doctor Strange, and Daredevil, best. I would say it's my top Marvel series, but it's good. It's really good. It's really good. Oh no, I think my Wi-Fi has just gone out. I hope not. I hope I didn't just lose. I hope I didn't just lose my stream. So I have not lost my stream. Okay, I'm still live. My iPad is tripping. It tried to tell me I wasn't live. Oh no. Oh no. If I'm live, tell me if I'm live. I can't actually tell if I'm live anymore. Oh, I am. Okay, good. Yay, she liked my spaghetti. Sorry, the wife just texted me. She liked spaghetti. Happy about that. Whoa, how far back is the stream? Okay, good. We're back. We're back. Alright, we're back. Sorry, y'all. And I sent you a pre-register for the... Yes. Gotta get that vaccine, y'all. Stay safe. Ooh. Oh, no. Did I actually lose service real quick? I think I might have lost the internet for a second there. But let's see. Okay, we are back live. Sorry. Alright, we're back. Sorry, that took way too long. Oh no, everyone's gone. Not even sure how that happened. But we did definitely lose service. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Alright, we're back. Sorry. Okay, now we're back. We're back now. Alright, y'all, we're back. Sorry about that. So by the time we're gone, we were still on Marvel Knights. I'll say Marvel's a really great series, along with the X-Men and Chronicles. Where are we at? We had Chronicles, and then we had Amazing X-Men. There it is. The Amazing X-Men. The Amazing X-Men. And it's issue number 3. And Marvel Knights. So Marvel Knights. So Marvel Knights, and it's issue number... This is a free one, but I don't know the edition. I don't know what edition is. It's a special edition. Alright, what is it? SP. this. Let's see here. I'm just trying to get back to my. I'm trying to get the chat back so I can see you guys. Sorry about that, y'all. Dead air. I'm just while we're here, I'm just trying to make sure I get back to the chat so I can see what you're saying, definitely, or see if you're in here at least. And we're back. Yes, sir. All right. So Marvel Knights free issue SP. We've done that. We've done Amazing Spider-Man. We need to do X-Men Chronicles. Done that. Amazing X-Men. Done that. Sabretooth. Done that. Marvel Knights. Done that. So yes, now we are good on this batch. Okay, now let's go back over here. Now, what's left? Oh, this came out with the Wolverine movie. This is not like special edition. It's just like it was a free issue given to us during like this was given to us during the movie, the Old Man Logan movie. What they call it? Logan. This was given to us when Logan came out. We went to the movie theater and they were giving these out. So I'm not gonna categorize this, but it's still a really cool collector's item. Gambit and the Externals. See, X-Men had so many like comic book crossovers. Like you've seen, if you've been watching something, you've seen us go through 4 or 5 different X-Men series. All of them completely different. All of them same timeline. Or, let me not say that. All of them on a timeline. Marvel just went wild with the X-Men. Was like, yes, let's give everybody in X-Men their own thing. And you know what, Hawkman? Fuck it, give Hawkman its own thing. Like, Marvel was wild for a little bit there. They were just taking risks. I mean, good risks. Some of these are great stories, by the way, but like I just said, they gave Hawkeye his own story. I mean, come on, Hawkeye. The guy can do Archie pretty well. I mean, like, what's that? Like, oh, I can aim pretty well. Get a sniper. Why your name not Sniper? This is a different story. Hawkeye's a great character. Let's not get into that. I just find it to be one of the worst characters. I mean, like even Batman, at least like he has no power. He's like fully about it. He's not trying to be fucking. Never mind. Let's leave it alone. Let's drop it. Yeah, let's not get all worked up over the fact that Hawkman is the worst superhero of all time. He's like Aquaman. Aquaman to me, at least Aquaman is actually a god. Like he's genuinely a god. So like okay, he's still Aquaman. But Hawkeye is just no one. Like, the man can throw some arrows pretty well. Like, what does that do? Oh wait, let me post aura while you're shooting with laser beam. Like, come on. I have some very controversial opinions on certain comic book heroes. Some of them might give me cancer, some of them might not. I don't know. Either way. That's I can't read that's what external, right? Even if I didn't, doesn't matter. Gambit Externals number 3. See, I think the problem with I had was that I got to these comic books a little bit late. The day that it was like they were out there like a day or two before I got there, and I think people just came in and got the really good ones. So I mean, either way, I still make money. But I mean, this is more of like I might even like I have a pretty high quality scanner, and what I might just do is just like start scanning these. It would take forever, but the ones I want to at least read at first, I'll scan them. Astonishing X-Men. Again, another X-Men that we like, another X-Men series. There's a lot of them out there, by the way. I think I have most of them. Like, look at what we've gone through so far, and most of these are X-Men. So let's see. Okay, I don't want to drop that in. So the Astonishing X-Men. So the Astonishing X-Men. So I've got issue number 1. I got issue number 1 of Astonishing X-Men. I've got issue number 2. Got issue number 1, issue number 2. issue number 1, issue number 2, and number 3. This is one of the only few ones where I actually have the full trifecta. Yeah, there it goes. And then there's, oh wait, no, there's actually 3 and 4. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, there you go. So the Astonishing X-Men 1, and then I'm gonna go ahead and copy this down to 4. So it's just 2, 3, 4. There you go. And I'll eventually do the authors and everything else later. Right now, it just would be too much work. Let's just get the names and the pricing. Well, I think we're going to do name up to like 100, and then after we hit 100, let's just say 70. When we hit 70, we'll go back and do the math on what we've made so far. And maybe we'll call it here, because I started at around 1, and it is 2. So about an hour, so not bad. We're doing okay for time. Generation X. Really, really good series. Really well done. It's an event series. It's all new Amazing Marvel. What else can I say? X-Men. So yeah, Generation X. Super holographic original issue number 1. Issue number 4. And issue number 0? Has to be 0. It's gotta be. I don't know what number. There's no number on this one. At least I can't see it. This is the monthly. Either way, Generation X is our current one now. So, Generation X. And let's see here. See, the thing about this mouse is, like, my computer's across the room, and so I'm trying to do this wirelessly, and so, like, I'm just out of range if I'm not right up there. Like, just out of range. So I've got 1, 4, and 5. So we'll call it 1, and I just want to do it back. I want to do it from back here, but I can't. I gotta do it from way up here. And then let's see here. So there's 3 of them. 1, 4, 5. All right, so that's that one. Here's a big one, and this is a Uncanny X-Men. So we've already done this one, which is Uncanny X-Men 269 all the way to 278. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. There's all of these X-Men. I'll open them up obviously. I'll show you. These are my most valuable comics right here. Right here. This is the majority of my savings account. This is when they brought in the Phoenix Force. Before this, it was just Rogue and the X-Men. This changed the Marvel this series of X-Men changed the Marvel comic books forever. Like it was. This is where when they were like, okay, we can do things, again, multiversal things. I have the I don't have the one that shows the first thing of Cable, which is the big why it's so expensive. But I have all the other ones. I have like Uncanny X-Men with that guy. There's Rogue, more Rogue. Like it's just a whole series. So let's look at it here. These are my most expensive and my worst worthy comic books, and I keep them in that sense. So like, there's Colossus. Oop, she's about to turn. And there's Bishop. Shit goes bad. What lies beyond the void? Like I said, this is where Marvel like really like stretch their legs. Like they're like, oh, let's really get to the meat and potatoes of what we're doing here. More Cable, more. Here she is. She's Action Phoenix. There's so many of them. It's like I'm missing like a few issues from the run, but oh my god, what an amazing run! One of the best runs in all of Marvel comic books, hands down, no bar none. Like my favorite. My wife has like decided to tell me that I should never, ever, 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 ever sell these, and I won't, even though they aren't technically enough to like pay for vacation. But no, these are great comic books to have. Regular X-Men, which I don't have in here. I just have Uncanny in here right now. All right, so let's see. Oh, this chair is starting to get a little uncomfortable. Not bad. So here we are. So it's the Extinction agenda for X-Men. There's the Extinction agenda. So, oh, here's Legion. Legion Quest. Pretty big. Pretty big, man. Whole TV show based around this guy now. So there's Legion Quest. Like, a lot of really good stuff in here, man. This came before Children of the Atom. This came before Uncanny, obviously. But these are just great. Or this might came at the same time. Some of these written at the same time, some of these written like for different people. X-Men Legion Quest. And that Legion Quest is issue number 40. X-Men Sunset Grace. Sorry, I can turn these the other way. And Sunset Grace is through 35. So these are just regular X-Men, but I'm putting the name of the issue because it just helps me keep track of it. These are like special edition. Ooh, Sentinels, man. I think that's the Sentinel Prime right there. Yeah, Children of the Atom. The game that was based on this like specific portion. The game that was based on this portion of Marvel Comics. Really fun Sega Genesis game. If you have an emulator or you have Sega Genesis, go out and get X-Men Children of the Atom. Really great game. Look up the last level. Me and my brother spent a year on the final level of the Sega Genesis version of this comic book. Great story about that. I'll get to that later. Yeah, a lot of great stories. Actually, this one might be rare since it is based on the game. X-Men Children of the Atom. Like I said, if you're in here and you want to get comic books, there's no like right way to start. Just pick a character or pick a team and just go right down it. Like I said, there's literally 60 or so issues, not even like different like volumes. Like these are like 10 issues comics each of X-Men, different stories, different people. There's so much X-Men out there, you will never run out of things to read. So I would suggest you to go out and grab one. X-Men's are great place to start, but they do get really expensive because it's X-Men. The cheaper ones would be like Spiderman is one of the cheaper ones because if they're not the super rare ones, there's a bunch of reproductions you can pick up. Worst case, you have the internet, so don't feel like you gotta go out and buy all the comics. I just happen to have all of these. Like I said, I got lucky. I spent $80, got all the comic books. I don't have time to read all of them, but I will. If I go on some kind of giant road trip, this is one of my packing cases for sure. X-Men 272. Wait, X-Men 272. What's this doing here? This should be in the Uncanny X-Men one. Yeah, this should be right in between the Marvel. This should be right over here. I guess I have 272. Right? 270. Let's see it here. Yeah, 269, 272. So I might actually have it like in here. I just didn't know. That'd be good to know. The Uncanny 272. Alright, so I think that's that one. Where did this come from? We had a bag of this, right? Oh, here it is. Here's Cyberforce, which is like a good comic book. So now we're getting into my obscure comic books. These are Image comics. These are not Marvel comics. These are like I think Image got rolled into DC eventually. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Image. And this is issue number 9, Cyberforce. I don't know really anything about the Image line comics, but I do need to like actually sit down and categorize them. I have a lot of them, like a lot of them. Like this is an Image line. It's not Marvel or DC. Well, it's DC now, I think, but I'm not sure the rest of them were. Another one. This one's called Newman. I have no clue. Like Image has so many weird comic book heroes. Some of them they get rolled over for sure, but like Newman is not like I need to look this up. Actually, while we're here, let's do a quick look up of this mouse. I keep moving the mouse. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now let's look up Cyberforce. Image. So this is Cyberforce. Written by Mark Silverstein in 1992, and it is based on mutants. These are mutants. These are image mutants essentially. I do believe that some of these did get rolled over into some of the things. I think I'm trying to remember what they got rolled over. Yes, there it is right there. Working for Marvel Comics. So there was something about why Image is the way it is. But yeah, that's Cyberforce. Want to do a little quick like history on that. I wasn't sure if I remembered anything about them. I don't. None. So I have 8 and 9. And then I got 8 and 9. All right. Well, that's those two. I don't have enough sleeves, by the way. So at this point, they're sleeveless. This is Witchblade, which I do know a little bit about. They made a TV show about it eventually. Forgot where and when, but they did make a show about it. So it's Witchblade. And Witchblade 3. Witchblade 4. Come on, mouse, don't do this to me. So we got 3 and 4. And then we've got Wetworks. Yo, Image had some weird comic books, and this guy that I got, the guy whose collection I bought off of Goodwill, had like a huge Image line comic book collection, and I haven't had time to go through Image line myself, but it's a good, well, I can tell it's a pretty good series, right? You know, a really good like publishing house for the most part, so Wetworks. Wetworks. Image, and it's 6. Got Backflash or Backlash. Like just like I don't get the name of these heroes. I mean, but yes, Image has some pretty weird names anyway, so it's not like out the ordinary. And now it's Webworks issue number 6. Just scroll down again. Here we go. We got Backlash. Image, and it's issue number 2. Stormwatch. And it's Image, and it's 23. We've got Wildcats trilogy. Wildcats. Another trilogies out there. Shout out to y'all. I don't think it was Panther. Deathblow. Deathblow. Image. And it's Image number 16. And now we've got Black Ops. Not the Call of Duty game. I wish I could play more, but I don't know anything about Image Comics. I just know that they eventually got rolled over into something else. And a lot of the comics didn't make it through, but it's only like a few select of them. Like, and we'll know we get there which one made it through, but like only a select few made it through. Or maybe Image just like fall through by the wayside. I forgot what happened. I really did. I honestly don't remember anymore. If we see a Spawn Image, then I'll know exactly what happened. But if not, I don't. Gen 13. Ordinary Heroes. Like, what was Image doing back in the day? Just like, okay, you got an idea? Here's comic book series for you. Gen 13. Image 1. And now we've got Maggie the Cat? Okay. We got a few Maggie Cats. He seemed to like this one, apparently. And this is Image number 2. This is Maggie the Cat number 1. Alright, and we got another Gen 13. We got another Gen 13. This is number 2. Ooh, this is a cool one. Shaman Tears. Number 1 by Mike Grell wrote all these comics, by the way. So this is Shaman Tears. By Image, and it's number 1. And now we've got Wildcats number 4. This is like he didn't even open it himself. This one still has a Deathbook like trading card inside of it. Not even sure. I'm not sure how much that worth. I'm not even that rated. It's still within its like original packaging. It's open, right? But it's still within it. So, what time is it? Alright, we got about 30 or 40 minutes now. We got another like 10 minutes and I'm going to end this now. An hour and a half is long enough. So it's Wild Cats. And it's Image line 4. Here's 7. Shaman Tears. Oh wow, I apparently have a few copies of Shaman Tears number 1, so you need to remember that. So I'll put the duplicates in another section over here. So just know I have extra ones. Supreme Glory Day. This is like Image Line, Superman, and Wonder Woman comic book collection series thing. I was trying to think that I forgot that the reason people left the Image is because they couldn't write bad. They couldn't write real enough stories on Marvel, so they left to make Image. That's what I remember now. So it's not that Image became rolled into Marvel, that Image rolled off of Marvel. I remember. And we got Cyberforce number 7. Image Line 7. This one got kind of moved around. Weapon 0. Not in the best quality right now, but it's in there. It's like they took a lot of the Marvel ideas and just kind of went their own way with it. Yeah, man. Image is a very weird comic book club house because like it seems like for the most reason we have Image because there were publishers and art directors on Marvel who couldn't sneak what they wanted past the. That's why you don't see that weird comic book association rated A because these weren't rated. These were just released. And you see people like Saga, like Comic Zone was like what was being like advertised around the time this came out. So this is when Marvel was going through the whole we're not gonna do bad guy comic books, we're gonna do just good guy stuff. And they're like, no, and then some artists were like, hey, I want to like write real stories where people like actually have real cosmos and both their actions and things like that. And so Image Line and the comics we've all read, right, we've all seen so far, came because of that, I believe. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I think I'm confusing maybe this one another story, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on now. 3. Youngblood Strike File. Okay, and now we've got more Newman. Newman is Image, and it's Newman number 1. We still have a lot to go, by the way. We haven't like even we're breaking the bank or like what's up and everything, or we're breaking through what we have left, but like we haven't even gotten to what I have. Like here's my special collection. Before we go, I think I'm done now. Before we go, because that's enough. I'm gonna put this sideways so I know I've already gone this far. This is so hard to get done. I'm just gonna stop right now. But yeah, here's my special favorite series of comic books. I'm a huge fan of the 2099 series, like a huge one. Like my first comic I ever got was this comic book, Spiderman 2099. It's an amazing story. This is an original print. This is like when this came out, the day it came out. The person who gifted this to me went out there, someone and bought this. Stood in line at like whatever age he was. He's like well within like his he's in his 40s now or 50s, but he got this, and now I have it. And I have not just one. I've got 1 and 2. Like I've got 1 and 2. These are my favorite line of comic books because I was a big futurist back in the day, and these were kind of a really stark, grim look at the future. And like I love Spider-Man, as you can tell, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, like huge Spider-Man fan. So that's why I love this series. And this was started in 2099. So I have Spider-Man 2099. I've got Doom 2099. This is like they did a special like ongoing. A few characters got their own. Hulk had their own thing. I haven't gotten the Hulk one yet. I want to get that soon. But I have Doom 2099. I have Spider-Man 2099. I have more Doom 2099. More Doom 2099. Wait, it's all Doom 2099? I guess so. Yeah. So I actually went and found a lot of the Doom 2099 series. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't have 1, 2, 3, or 4. I think it does end at 8. I think it's an 8 or a 12 issue run, so I'm not sure I have the whole. I don't have the full thing for sure. But I do have 2099 for that one. And then I have Ravage 29. I found this is my favorite story to tell on this one. I was literally just I was literally just I was in a swap meet back in LA in like 10 years ago at this point now. And after those, in 10 years ago, I was in the I think it's called the rodeo. You went to the rodeo, I was at the rodeo. And I was walking around with my mom, and then I was looking around, and we were like about to leave, and I just like something was like shining the light and it caught my eye, and I was like, that looks like comic book, and I was like, oh, it's 29. It's not only the comic book, it's a 2099 comic book, because as you can tell, this holographic outside is the same holographic outside that Spiderman has around his. Right? You can tell it's not they're the same. They're the exact same outline. And so I saw that and was like, I have to have this. And so it wasn't that expensive. I think I paid like I paid like $2 for it, but it's worth way more now. This is my favorite story of like I literally found this when I was even looking for it. I love it. I've got Son of Punisher 2099. It's a really good one. And this is not 2099, but this is also Spider-Man, obviously. And again, more Ravage. So, but yeah, this is also Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Moon Knight, by the way, really rare issue. Not a very rare issue, but ultimate. This is also ultimate, and it's pretty good. Moon Knight's a good character. He's like the Marvel Batman. So, other than that, man, I think we're gonna end this here. We'll reconvene next week. We'll try to get a lot more done next week. But hopefully there's more people coming next week. But hey, if you've been here, let me give you a round of applause. I think there's no one else here. If you're still here on some platform, on Twitch, YouTube, anything else, thank you so much. And let me give you a round of applause here. Thank you for staying with me this whole time, learning a little bit more about comic books, learning a little bit more about me. Again, I'm IsNowGlobal. I'm IsNowGlobal Chuck. I work for IsNowGlobal, which is right down here. We are web hosting. We are web design, web hosting, and web concierge service. We are here to help our clients and future, current, and otherwise achieve their scale and achieve their vision in the best way possible. The reason I'm doing this comics because I happen to love comic books and I don't do things I don't love. And I just feel like I shouldn't always have to do like a web thing. So maybe sometimes I do web things, maybe sometimes I do comics, maybe sometimes I do news. I just want to kind of branch out what I have. So if you like what you saw, and you've been here this whole time and you're watching the replay, first off, thank you for watching the replay. Thank you. It gave you a double applause there. So thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot that you would watch this. So I'm gonna save my editor some time. My editor definitely told me not to record a background, but hey, this is a live stream. This is a live stream, dog, and hope you're okay with that. But yeah, let's. I don't even know if I can actually end this correctly right now. So let's just see. But yeah, thank you so much. I've been IsNowGlobal Chuck. If you like this jacket, we are gonna put this on sale sometime next week. I also have the monogram shirts for sale too. So I've got this shirt. I've got this shirt. Right now, you can buy this shirt for $30 on our IsNowGlobal.shop. If you're listening, use IsNowGlobal 30 for 30% off. Secret code. Not even put it on screen. Only you would know about it if you're watching this. So IsNowGlobal 30. Take 30% off your order right now. But pick up the shirt, some stickers. No, it's great. Let me know what you guys think. I hope you really enjoyed this. Different stream. It's a different stream. Trying new things. If it works, it works. Doesn't. Other than that, I hope you guys liked it, man. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. There you go. And I'm gonna stop the stream.